Anticipate. Mother anticipated my hunger and baked cookies for me. Aspire. In his childhood, he aspired to become a great general. Attorney. The court appointed an attorney for the accused man. Counsel. They refused to listen to the old man's counsel. They counseled against traveling at night in such a dangerous country. Falter. The soldiers faltered for a moment as their captain fell. The sick man faltered a few steps and then fell down. Ghastly. After a sleepless night, she looked very ghastly. Gratitude. She showed me her gratitude by inviting me to dinner. Plume. The rooster lost one of his plumes in the fight with the cat. Promote. The young army officer was promoted to captain. An understanding of the culture of other countries may promote peace. Shudder. She shuddered at the sight of the dead body. Swamp. The land is useless for growing crops. It's mainly swamp. Terrific. The terrific storm destroyed most of the houses in the city. It was such a terrific party that I didn't feel like going back home. Villain. The villain was caught by the police and brought to trial. Part 2. Absent-minded. The absent-minded man put salt in his coffee and sugar on his egg. Acute. A dog has a very acute sense of smell. Entry. Leave the boxes in the entry and we will carry them up later. His sudden entry startled all of us. Immigrate. During the 1800s, many thousands of people from Europe immigrated into the United States to make a new home. Intensify. My first failure only intensified my desire to succeed. Invariable. After dinner, it was his invariable habit to take a nap for a while. Latitude. 1 degree of latitude on the Earth's surface equals almost 70 miles. Second-hand. The books in the second-hand bookstore are very cheap. Specify. Please specify when you will be at home tomorrow. Trivial. Your composition has only a few trivial mistakes. Vulgar. She is a very vulgar woman to shout like that at the top of her voice. Part 3. Accommodate. The airplane is large enough to accommodate over 400 passengers. We have to accommodate ourselves to our changed circumstances. Bewilder. The old woman from the country was bewildered by the crowds and traffic in the big city. Circulate. Money circulates as it goes from person to person. Deceive. I trust him because I know he would never deceive me. Define. Some words are hard to define because they have many different uses. Disrupt. The accident disrupted railway service into and out of the city. Heredity. Some diseases develop because of the bad conditions one lives in, and others are present by heredity. Myth. There are many myths about how the world first began. Outrage. The use of atomic bombs would be an outrage against humanity. Patriot. Many patriots died while fighting in the war for independence. Penetrate. A bullet can penetrate this board or 2 inches into that wall. Restrict. In the United States, the sale of liquor is restricted to people over 21 years old. Temperament. Whether a person likes sports or not depends largely upon his temperament. Part 4. Blink. She blinked her eyes as the bright light shone on her. As the ship drew near to port in the darkness, we could see the lights blinking on land. Earthquake. Many buildings were damaged or completely destroyed by the earthquake last night. Exploit. The sergeant won the Medal of Honor for his exploits during the Korean War. Exploit. They are planning to exploit the oil under the sea. Famine. Many people died of hunger during the famine in India. Fraud. He carried out a number of frauds on trusting people who lent him money. Murmur. The children murmured as they memorized the poem. Patrol. Policemen patrol the city day and night so as to protect the lives and property of the citizens. Prime. Safety is a matter of prime importance. Recess. There will be a short recess before the next meeting. Reptile. Some reptiles, such as snakes or lizards, move very fast. Rustle. Her long silk dress rustled as she walked down the stairs. Scowl. He scowled at me when I asked for more money. Wretch. The poor wretch asked for food and a place to sleep.